All right, man. NFL. Roger Goodell. I mean, at the end of the day, man, he picks the judge, the retired judge, and he gets Deshaun Watson to agree to 11-game, $5 million suspension. Um, and after another judge rule, I think it was 6 games or whatever it was. The original ruling was, I think it was 6 or 8. Change, and like I said, like somebody said on Twitter, it says crazy how spineless the NFL players is. It was all a lot of white people was laughing when it came down to Kaepernick. Um, but the what Kaepernick miscalculated was, when people won't stand up for their own money, why would they stand up for a cause? Why would they stand up for a color? Why would they give away a sponsorship for color? They're not gonna stand up for, if they're not gonna stand up for their money, what they gonna stand up for? Come on. And these players don't even stand up for money. They let Roger Goodell and the owners, do everything. Why didn't Robert Kraft the owners set the precedent. They set the standard. When Robert Kraft made the scene to sell his team because his shit was deeper than some massage parlor stuff, and that's why they covered all that stuff up. It was way deeper than that. It was way deeper than that. And Deshaun Watson just want to play football. I understand it. Because Deshaun Watson was the same one that was talking about he don't get caught up in black issues. And to his credit, he didn't calling on the black community for support. He didn't. Houston took 2 years out of this dude's career. And I don't know what his money situation like or nothing like that. But if that was me, I would hire a private investigator to expose Houston. But then again, what you got to understand too, talking about the Texans, is that the NFL doesn't have a respectable competitor. You can't get banished from the NFL and go to China or go to UK or go to Australia. You can't. That's the one thing about it, bro. And then you ain't like you can take your degree and go work for a company, especially what's going on. Remember the dude from one of the rappers from Houdini who just passed said he tried to when his career fizzled out. After they fell off was so deaf, he tried to go, be a paramedic and shit and work on the EMS truck and said it wasn't gonna work because he trying to work and people kept asking for the autograph and said, oh, you know what you whoop, you know what I'm saying? Said it wasn't gonna work. So it ain't like he can do that. So one thing about the NFL, you put all your eggs in that basket, you're gonna have to get the education. And then you like I look at it, it's 20, whatever, let's just round up to 30 women, right? 30 women, when it's direct ties to the Texas organization, it's 30 women, and you could not prosecute him once. You cannot prosecute him once. None. Not one can stand up in court. And then he settled for PR. I want to settle shit. He settled so he can get back on the field and get his punishment. And Houston won. It took 2 years out of his career. Remember Aaron Rodgers said, well, I plan on leaving people saying he's gonna be a free agent. NFL the owners don't want the players to have nothing. They don't want to integrate hip hop into the NFL like the NBA. When you on top, you don't want to make no changes. They old, and if you have to sell your team, it's because the other owners force you out. That's what it boiled down to. And when you got the best product and the TV numbers, it's gonna come a day where they won't be the best product no more. It's gonna become a day where it's gonna all fall off. And they talk about respecting or protecting the shield. Did Jerry Richardson protect the shield? Is Dan Snyder protecting the shield? Did Robert Kraft protect the shield? Not just about the Parliament massage situation, about them cheating. And they got slaps on the wrist. They should have lost their draft picks for 2 years. They got caught cheating on more than one occasion, bro. Slap on the wrist. The owners dictate Roger Goodell. Whatever Dr. Goodell say, he's pretty much they spearhead. And they're gonna make an example out of Deshaun Watson. They're gonna protect their home. But it's a good old boy club. You gotta remember too. It's harder to get in the NFL to be an owner than it is to become the president of the United States. Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills, couldn't do it. Ran for president, became president. Check out the NFL playlist too and the current news playlist. And I ain't defending nothing. I ain't defending the position Deshaun Watson put himself in. But like I said before, how are you being the judge, the executioner, the jury, and all that shit, the police, right? And you can just, not follow somebody rules that y'all hired on and do it, man. Like I said before, every NFL player should opt out that freaking union right now. Y'all should opt out the union because they, in my opinion, allegedly they're in the NFL's back pocket. Y'all should tear the union down. Y'all should hold meetings for other union, or y'all should just be independent. You better off being independent, bro, because the union is working in the NFL favor, bro. They should just be independent, bro. They should just independently defend each other. It's as simple as that. Ain't no point of being no players association paying sanction or paying union fees for what? It ain't not doing nothing, bro. I would disband that shit. Either we gonna hold we gonna look for other union companies that's gonna come in and do what we ask them to do and fight for us, or we just gonna not be a union. Y'all signing BS the collective bargaining agreements anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all signing collective bar. Y'all saying you go, come on, y'all taking BS deals regardless. Y'all taking BS deals regardless. Come on. That's my thing about it. Y'all getting bent over every time the bill wants something. And then all the fine money that they taking, why they going to, why they going to lifetime benefits? Where is that fine money going? Y'all do know when Trump came in, I don't know their status right now. When Trump went into office, they went from a non-profit to a profit organization. I said again, when Trump got sworn into the office, he became the president of the United States. They went from a non-profit to a profit organization. All that fine money, all that money, where is it going to? It ain't flooding the ghettos. It ain't flooding the people that need it. Every time I look at Make a Wish, I don't see nobody that look like me or nobody from my damn community. I don't see it. So where all this money is going right back in their goddamn pockets. When they could be giving that to the old timers, when they can be giving that and putting that fine money in the pool for people to get lifetime benefits, for their ex players to get lifetime benefits. You get better benefits at the damn big three than you get in the NFL. Once you put your 20, 25, 30 years in the big three, you and your wife sold in, or you and your spouse or your significant other, whoever it may be, y'all got benefits until you croak. NFL, you stop playing, no more benefits. When you talking about CTE, concussions and shit, their answer is, oh, let's change the game. Let's put some goddamn little styrofoam pads on their helmet and stuff. Instead of paying, they got all this money they getting fines. Now you a nonprofit, they don't want to pay nothing. NFL players are spineless. For them not to have a respectable backup plan other than getting some of their degrees, they are spineless. They are truly spineless. It ain't going over to China, and having a lucrative overseas option like the NBA. It ain't going over to Russia and Canada to play hockey or soccer or nothing like that. It ain't none of that. This y'all own. This is no other respectable alternative for football, for American football. There's no other respectable alternative in American football. None. None. And for y'all to be getting bent over like this is a joke. It's a joke. When the district attorney who make careers and it makes their career, right? It makes their career to offer high profile celebrity athlete statuses. It takes their career to a whole different level, to a whole different tax bracket. And for them not to be able not to find nothing on Deshaun Watson I'm rounding up to 30 women. It's crazy. And then in addition to all of that, they said he may not play again. It may be a situation where they might hire another couple women to come out and say he did this, that, and the third. And this may never stop. And if that happened, I hire a private investigator to expose the whole shit. I get with John Gruden. And we exposing the whole shit. Come on. It's a joke. And all these women said, "Oh, this is just so wrong, and I feel hurt, and this, that, and the third." Okay, if you feel that way, then why don't you go to the district attorney, who I believe was a female, and look at the evidence? It's a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt. And that brother, people ain't thinking like this. That brother may never step back into us and on the football field again. Another couple women might come out. They might keep going and going and going and going and going. And these stories have no validity. None. These stories have no validity. None. Because if they did, come on, one case, put him out the league and put him in trouble for a long time. And when they did all this, they came up off a bag from somebody else to make them do this, right? They came off from a bag from Deshaun Watson. I wouldn't apologize for shit. And the Players Association reached this type of settlement. Come on, do I gotta read this BS? Not reading it. So it's hard. It's easier to get executed by the NFL or get convicted by the NFL than it is the old judicial system. And we got a bigger problem. But out of all the women, not one case got any traction. But hey, check out the NFL playlist. Check out the current news playlist. More videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Good for the TV. Peace.